wild. What a freaking sunrise, huh? That is really pretty. I hope it's coming in good enough. Oh, excuse me. I hope it's coming in as good enough for you as it is for me. It's pretty cool looking. Oops. Back. There we go. Yeah. Hang on. Excuse me. Hang on. Wow. Okay. Well, excuse me. I had to put you on pause there so I could have a little sneeze fit. I don't know where that came from. Oh, boy. Yeah, hang on again. Okie dokie. I think I'm done. Yeah, so, wow, good morning to you. Yeah, from, let's see, what are we going to call it? We're going to call it Fulton, Missouri, currently. And we are making our way down to, oh, geez, what was it called? I just punched it in the dang old GPS here. It's not going to show me there. Oh, wait a minute. Jefferson City. There it is. Yes, we're making our way down to Jefferson City, Missouri. About 30 miles down the way here on US 54 or MO 54 maybe. Once again, down to another Amazon facility. So, I don't know, third time's the charm, I guess? I don't know, we'll see. But, yeah, so, let's see, let's go to check-in here. It's Friday, November 27th, the day after Thanksgiving, and I hope you all had a good one, of course. Current local time is 7:32 in the AM. And it's pretty nipply outside. We got 39 degrees, actually. So, yeah, so we're heading on down here to Jefferson City. This load came in to me last night at about 11:45, I think. The boss sent me a message to check my Amazon relay. And I did, and this load picks up at 8 a.m. and so we are running as quickly as we can to try and make it down here in time. I think it shouldn't be a problem if things stay as they currently are out here on the roadways, which, you know, you gotta love the holidays. You do. There's as much as I kind of don't, I don't appreciate the holidays as much as I used to, just simply because of the fact of how commercialized it's gotten. And, but you gotta love the light traffic that comes with it. And so, no complaining. I feel actually really good this morning, even though I felt like I got kind of a few less hours than I would have liked to got of sleep. But I got enough. And I got a cup of coffee going, so we're gonna rock and roll, as always.
Good looking old woman over there. Back to the St. Louis.
So yeah, something kind of distracted my attention away there for a minute. So I kind of forgot where I was going, but yeah. Anyway, yeah, nice light traffic today. So let's see what happened yesterday. Yeah, I went to go pick up that load over there in whatever it was, Columbia or Columbus or whatever it was called. And it got canceled, ended up going over there to a Petro in Kingdom City and basically spending all day there, just kind of hanging out, not really doing much of anything. Yeah, truly not much of anything until such time as let's see, I think it was starting to get a little chilly And this was still like, this is towards the end of the day. It was still daylight out. It's starting to get a little chilly in the cab, so I go ahead and fire up the truck. And it was still like, you know, semi-warm from, you know, it had been maybe 2 or 3 hours, maybe 4 hours since I had had it running. And so it was still like reading just a little, you know, like I don't know, 120 degrees on the temperature. So pretty low, but you know, my feet were starting to get kind of cold. So I went ahead and turned on the truck, and I just wanted to get the, you know, the heater going on my feet for a minute, you know, I don't know. And so I fired it up, and something that happened, I guess, was it yesterday morning? I guess it was yesterday morning, actually. Was I had spent the night at a Boonville rest area, and when I got up in the morning, it was pretty chilly inside the cab. I had left the truck running when I slept, and with no heater on or nothing like that, you know, I mean, just having the truck on is generally enough to keep me comfortable. And I sleep better when I'm cold anyways. And so I got up, and it was pretty chilly in the cab, so I woke up, that's what it was, and I go to turn on the heater in the sleeper area. You know, I got this control panel there, and it's just blowing cold air. You know, no matter what I did with the heater switch, it was just blowing cold air. And I was like, that's weird. I wonder what I'm doing wrong. So, you know, go get myself together, get in the truck, and turn on the cab heater, and it's working. Okay, whatever. I must be doing something wrong. Maybe it's just I'm sleepy or something. I don't know. So, anyhow, so back to where we were over there in Kingdom City at the Petro. So I go to turn on the cab heater, you know, try and warm up my feet, you know, and it wouldn't work. It was just blowing cold air. No, nothing. No matter what I do with the heater switch, nothing was going on. At that point, I realized, man, okay, it's not me. Something's wrong. And it was like, I'm just going, I can't freaking believe it, you know. I don't know. I was getting pretty irritated by it. So I sent the boss a message to let him know if, you know, is there something, you know, has this ever happened to you before? Or what do you do about it? And he hadn't gotten back to me. So again, you know, you love YouTube. We gotta love YouTube. But, you know, check some stuff out on YouTube, and there's a couple videos on little simple, like, reset, you know, some sort of reset you can do to them, and it should make the thing work again. I tried that, and it didn't work. And so it's just blowing cold air. And it's like the one time that I really ever actually wanted to have the heater on, and it wouldn't work, and I was just, man, I couldn't believe it. So I started investigating a little bit more, and I pulled off the panel over on the passenger side where, like, this actuator is, and just to see if the actuator was working, and pulled it out, and it was working, and it was basically, the way it works is like inside where you have like the heating, air conditioning, there's like a box in there, and there's a door, and this actuator that turns when you shift from cold to heat. It turns and it opens up that door and closes another side, and then vice versa. And then that's how it distinguishes between hot and cold, you know. And so it was working, and the door was working and everything. And I was like, man, okay, what the heck is going on? So next thing you know, the boss is calling me. He's like, yeah, let's get it checked out. You know, I don't want that to become a problem for you, and this and that. So I went over to see if they were even open at the shop, and they were. But before I had walked out, the truck's calling for a regen. And I'm like, oh, okay. Well, I mean, I just did one, but, you know, I mean, like a day or two ago, I think, whatever it was. So I go ahead and begin a regen. And the thing is with these regens is the truck ends up, what it does is it heats up to such extreme temperatures, and it'll start burning off. Basically, the idea is it burns off all the collected, like, soot and particulate in the exhaust filter, because once that thing gets clogged up, then the truck can't breathe right anymore. And so it's actually something that, you know, the engine needs, you know, and one, it won't run well, and two, it could cause some damage if it gets too clogged. So you have to do these regens, and it heats up really super hot, burns off all that particulate. And when it does that, it just smokes like crazy, like just all this crazy, you know. And I'm not talking about like necessarily out of the exhaust itself, but like it gets so hot that it starts burning off any oil, you know, that is, you know, deposited on any surfaces in the engine, and you know, and all this like stinky bad smelling smoke starts coming out from kind of underneath the whole cab of the truck. And so what I'll do is typically I'll open up the engine compartment to keep the engine as cool as possible, of course, and I'll open up the doors, you know, because some of that smoke will come inside. But in this case, I started the regen and needed to go see if the tech was at the shop there. And so I opened up the engine compartment and I shut the doors. I didn't leave the windows open. And so by the time I came back, the frickin' inside this cab was just fogged with smoke. And it's the stinkiest, smelliest, just disgusting kind of smoke you can imagine. It's nasty stuff. And the whole cab was just fogged, you know, and I'm just like, wow. You know, so I opened up the doors. Anyhow, and so the process can take, you know, 30 minutes, 45 minutes, even maybe an hour, you know, depending on how clogged these filters get. So, so there I am, and it's like, you know, all I wanted was a heater in the truck for, you know, to warm up my feet for a minute. That was it. Next thing you know, it's all this mess. So it finishes its regen. I close the hood on the engine, and you know, got the doors open in the cab, and there was just nothing I could do to air out the cab. It was just smoky in here, you know. Nothing I could do to get rid of this freaking stink. And well, lo and behold, something tells me go ahead and check the heater again, and all of a sudden the heater's working. So I don't know. It's kind of weird. The heater in the sleeper still won't blow warm air, but I'm not too worried about it because I don't like to have a heater on when I'm sleeping. It's just, I just don't sleep well if it's too warm. I'm tossing and turning, and you know, if it's cold, usually I sleep just way better. I don't know why it is, but I just do. So whatever. Basically, the main reason why I need a heater working is for a defroster. That's the essential safety reason why I need a heater in here. It's for the defroster, period. Even when it was down in the teens, you know, whatever, 3 or 4 weeks ago, when I was going through Albuquerque and other places, but especially not Albuquerque, but through New Mexico, that it was down in the teens. Even then, I didn't use the heater because I needed it for my comfort. I used it because I needed it to defrost the windows. And actually, to be honest with you, it didn't do that great of a job even then. But that's the main safety reason why I need it, and that's probably the very reason why the boss wanted to try and take care of it. But somehow or another, the regen did it. I don't know how that works. I don't know how it works. So, I don't know. The only thing I can think of would be that somehow or another the heater core has gotten clogged, but I don't know exactly how that would happen. So, I mean, I think the boss did recently do some repairs on some coolant lines and stuff, but I don't see how just doing those repairs would clog a heater core. So I don't know. Whatever. Anyhow, we're rolling and the heater is working as it stands right now. Knock on plastic. There you go. So that was my story of Thanksgiving, and Yeah, and like I said, then at about 11:45, I got a message saying, "Yep, next load picks up at 8, 30 miles away." And I'm like, okay. I'll tell you, I'll be honest. The one thing that I didn't want to hear is your next load picks up, 140 miles back to Kansas City at 8 a.m. I would have been pissed. I just wouldn't have been happy about it. I would have been pretty mad. Been like, what? Don't even tell me that. Don't tell me that at 11:30 at night. No, I gotta drive 140 miles back in the same direction I just came to pick up a load that wasn't through Amazon that they effed up, twice. But, whatever. It'll usually upset me right at the very moment that I hear something like that, just out of principle, but I have a tendency to get over it pretty quick once I just kind of digest it. But it's true, I can get upset by things sometimes for at the very first, the incoming call. It's like, what? You gotta be kidding me. It's 11:30. I don't know. So this is not too bad. Only 30 miles down the way here. And like I said, it's a gorgeous morning out here, and something like that, you can't be upset. I don't know how you could wake up to this and light traffic. Dang, it's all good. Yep. And it's off interstate too. We are not on an interstate. We're just we're on a highway here. As I said, 54. That's even better.
US 50 East, then keep left. Keep left to US 63 South, then keep left. Keep left to US 50 East, then keep left. Keep left to US 50 East.
Thank you, Sheila D. Building or something over here. That's what it looks like. I don't know. What's the Capitol?
Continue on US 63.
It does. It looks like a Capitol building. That's the way they make them. Interesting. going here, it's called Scholastic. So you can infer from that what you will. And it is not an Amazon building, of course. So perhaps this time we won't have an issue getting loaded. Alright, well, you know what? Knock on plastic. I hate when I do that. I hate when I speak too soon. That really, yeah, it bothers me quite a bit. Scholastic.
Turn right on Algoa Road. In 1/2 mile, arrive at 6336 Algoa Road on the right.
Receiving west, dock 150 outsourcing. Let's see here. So now I gotta try and figure out
Arriving at 6336 Algoa Road on the right.
where to check in here. It says outsourcing. So I don't know what that's supposed to mean. Let's take a stroll through let's see, it says receiving east. Scholastic, there we go. And what do we got there? That looks like that might be a check-in door, perhaps. So anyhow, welcome to Jefferson City Scholastic shipping receiving building distribution center. So hope you all are doing well, and I will see you somewhere on down the road. Take care. See ya.